Are we on? Yep,
So.
lights flashing.
Okay, lights flashing.
Jesse and Jill, we're back for another little, well, I say little, but they're getting longer and longer in time. Little jibber jabber session.
Yeah.
We're up at my camp.
Chalet.
Nice little camp. And yeah, we just figured we'd come up, Jill and I, and it's November 10th right now, and we came up and we're going to spend our November 11th up here and have our own little memorial for the people who've gone on and can't be with us today, and for everybody else who's serving or we've served with. So yeah, we're just gonna record and talk and about stuff or whatever.
Yeah. If you guys think we made sense or no sense, let us know.
Yes.
And we'd like some feedback from you guys. And tomorrow being a special day, I wish I could still fit into a uniform because I would wear it tomorrow.
Around all the other schools that said that you can't wear your uniform. It may have been retracted now, I don't know, but I think that was pretty sad. Pretty sad. Not smart on someone's part.
No, that was a bad move.
However, so some stuff we're going to talk like this, and when maybe just talk like this, we're going to just kind of edit later, because who knows, might be moments where we're zoned out. Don't say nothing. But we're just up here enjoying the view. And
yeah, waiting for a deer. Yeah, we got a gun here.
We got a gun.
And Jesse's going to put antlers on. Around 12 o'clock tomorrow, I'm going to stop drinking. And I'm going to try to shoot Jesse.
We never talked about this. This has not been discussed.
No.
Yeah, anyway, so we're just... We've thought of a lot of... Jill and I think of jibber jabber all the time.
But we never record it.
When we're talking at night, he's home, we're FaceTiming. But I don't know how to record what we're FaceTiming in order to be able to do them as sessions. Yeah. But we try to think. We try to remember. We try to remember topics. And drink a whiskey.
Drink of this.
So the other night, Jill and I were talking, and I had to figure out how can I remember. So my remembering technique, I said to Jill, drink a whiskey, and I would remember what the topic was. I just done it, so it does work. The topic was time. How much time we do our videos. Do you guys think they're too long? Do you think they're how much time do you think, this one's going to be a long one, but I'm going to edit parts and cut out parts and stuff like that, if I can. Making it sound like I'm a real player here with the machine.
Me, myself, I think if it's edited and, properly done, about an hour and a half, I think that would be perfect. But that's up to you.
An hour and a half of them watching us?
Yes.
I don't think you're going to get enough people to watch you that long. That's the problem.
Yeah, but they don't know yet. When our topics come
I suppose
up,
they could pause it and watch it another time or whatever, but...
Well, yeah.
I thought 10 minutes was getting too long. He's
10
talking.
minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, no, man.
But I don't know. You guys tell us. Do you watch the long ones that we have put on?
And give us topics that you want us to talk about, maybe. That might be an idea.
We could. You could have somebody out there that knows about astrophysicists and wants to tickle our brain.
Scientifically, between the both of us, we know everything.
But not about science stuff.
Well, yeah.
About everything else.
Science. I know some science.
how to say it is not knowing science.
Okay.
But, anyways, yeah. So those were some of the things. Time, length of time. Do you guys think they're too long? Would you just like have shorter time, longer time, hour and a half time? I don't think we're in a podcast yet to have something like that. But again, you never know. You never know what happens.
Well, you know, you never know. Yeah, you're right. You never know.
No. I guess it's that part of it. It's kind of funny. I mean, what you've done in your past life, or how you were brought up, or anything that you can remember or related to your life from your being born to now, is what you made. What made you today?
I remember fire trucks.
Remember fire trucks?
Yeah.
You had some?
I had one, and I lit a forest on fire.
Like, really?
Yeah. In Scarborough. I hope this doesn't go on. I hope you edited this out.
I'll
I'm
cut
not
it
gonna say the
right. I'll
year.
cut it right before he says Scarborough.
Me and a guy.
Yeah.
We're about the same age. We were smoking cigarettes. And we were finishing a cigarette. We'd have it down to that. We just light it up. 2 puffs, 3 puffs. And, oh, that was a good one. Yeah. Throw it down with an old stump. It had a hole in it.
Yeah.
So we're going ahead and we're still smoking. We smoked like 3/4 of the pack. And we looked down and the stump was on fire. So we ran down the ravine, filled our shoes full of water, ran back up, poured it on. The stump is now fully engulfed. We pour our shoes on it. There's probably like a teaspoon left.
Wow.
We put our shoes on and run home. The smoke, I was looking out the window. We lived in an apartment. I was looking out the window and seeing the smoke, and I said, oh my God, look at what we did. Gee.
So it wasn't only military life that Jill had these moments. It was way before military life. No, that's good though. But that's what made us today. That's everything you go through, whether you like it or not, makes us who we are at this moment in life, in time.
Yeah.
But the fact is that we don't have a clue what's going to happen in the future, or how we're going to change or adapt to it, or whatever else. There's the scary thing.
Yeah.
What we are today is from our past. But I might not be this way 20 years down the road.
In the future.
I don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. You just don't know.
Well, if there's clues, I think there's going to be a revolution.
There will be. Will it be in my lifetime? I don't know.
I think the natives are going to uprise and take the country.
Well, I mean, the way the rest of the world thinks, I guess they have the right to do it. Will they kick us out?
Don't know.
Yep.
Does it count if you fuck one?
Not unless you have kids or married. I don't believe so. We might edit that part out.
What if you're Acadian?
Oh, they'll definitely keep you. They need somebody to go dig up the gold in their mines.
No,
Sure,
China's
Frenchman.
doing that. China's doing that for sure.
Oh, I don't think the natives would have I don't think they would have a very good relations with China.
No. Well, they're digging up the north.
China is.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying is, if the natives owned everything, like if they were like
Running the country.
running country. But who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's getting cool out. Not cold, but it's cool.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us being cool.
Of course we're cool.
That me drinking sideways.
Oh, okay. So there's a story. Jill brings some Smirnoff Ice and cans, and he had a hard time getting them out of the 6-pack ring thing. It's really hard. It's like cardboard but plasticky.
Where is it?
I threw it in the fire.
Good.
So
Big.
Joe was having a hard time getting his cans of beer out of the 6-pack holder. He was cursing about it and stuff like that. And there was 2 left in the thing. So I was like, well, fuck. I said, give it to me. So I pull out my knife and I jab it into the very stiff cardboard plastic thing and right into the one side of his drinks. So it sprayed all over me, which I had to change. And then Jill had to...
There's the cut, and there's the mouth.
Yeah. And Jill decided he said something about, oh, isn't this how you shotgun it? So he put it to his mouth and he was sucking it out. I was like, oh, well, you have to open up the tab. Like, open the tab. Then he stopped drinking. He was like, I can't. He says, I can't get that big of a breath in. So, anyways, so he drank.
Thanks to this amazing thing here.
That the government says for how many years now? Just go right ahead. We're going to make it tougher for young people to smoke. But you, get it in ya.
Oh, yeah. I remember when we could smoke in hospitals.
He's not that much older than me, but I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I wouldn't remember.
I went to see my Uncle Roger, and he had stomach surgery. He had cancer in the stomach.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time I've been to a hospital seeing something like that. I nearly passed out. Seeing all the tubes in him. And my mom and dad were smoking away, talking to him.
Yes, sir. No. I do remember the teacher's lounge had a smoking, like they were allowed to smoke in the teacher's lounge at school.
You weren't able to smoke at school?
Huh? You
weren't able to smoke at school?
Well, I never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Did they have a smoking area for the...
Well, no, the first school I went to, or I guess, back up. My second school, which was from grade 3 to 7, was in St. Martin's. Well, of course, you couldn't smoke at that young age. But there was what I remember. The school had the teacher's lounge. They could smoke in there.
Okay.
That's the furthest back I can remember of smoking indoors. I mean, obviously they smoked in the malls and whatnot. But as far as like a hospital, the teacher's lounge was the...
Okay.
So I would have been... So grade 3, so I was 74. So that would have put me 6 and 8. Yeah, about 8 years old.
Yeah.
8, 9.
Oh, well, there you go. How many of you smoked and quit? And how many of you have kept on smoking? We'd like to know.
Yeah. Throw it on there. 29 years, cigarette free or something like that. Or
yeah, it's good for you.
Or fuck it, I quit and smoke constantly. Or fuck you 2 monkeys, you're too deep.
You got too far.
Listen, I know all the people that we've been friends with for years can just understand our type of humor and whatnot. But if you're somebody that isn't military background or if you get offended, we don't care. Say something back to us. We're not going to get offended. Type on there.
Yeah.
You 2 ass clowns just look like maple syrup dipped on a deer's dick. I don't know.
Talking about deer. No.
There's not going to be any deer there, dear.
There's not going to be deer.
There's not going to be no deer there, deer. Yeah, they caught me. I couldn't even back out of that one. The way we're sounding, there's not going to be no deer down there tonight.
You never know.
No, you don't. You don't. It could be that one stupid deer.
Oh, I see him. There goes Daigle. He's coming. He's coming.
Boom. Right in the quiche to Mishti. Oh, have myself some more whiskey. Anyway, so you said you thought of something the other night about for our jibber jabber. What did you think of?
Oh, I got a couple things. Well, there's the government and
Yeah, but-
how they're
Okay, so let's start with that. What are you starting with? Oh, I gotta put my whiskey in first.
Well, let's see. Mr. Singh there is going against the Liberals now, right?
Well,
Only because there's 5 or 6 of his MLAs that are waiting for their pension. They need it this year.
so if they get ousted, then they wouldn't get it.
Yeah, and you know how much their pension is? I bet you'd be floored. I'm not going to say it because
Just in case it's not the right amount, then someone's going to jump all over there. So you don't say it.
just don't say it.
Yeah,
just.
But it's stupid. It's stupid what they fucking get for how little work or time of work they have to do.
124 days they spend a year.
Oh, I don't know that. All I know is the fact that any service related person will never get the amount of money they get for that's the same time that they have to work.
Yeah.
Not even close.
No.
Not even close. And that's sad. It's sad because I'm not trying to say that we should all be making the same money but the fact is that there shouldn't be this much and this much. That huge gap for what they do. That's why governments are the way they are.
Yeah.
Only the rich can do anything about it.
Yeah. Like a soldier that's done 10 years of service and he gets, what's that stomach disease there? Colitis?
Yeah.
Right? And he's obligated to leave the military, right? Because he's unfit for service. He should have a pension.
And a damn good one.
Yes, because of what he's done.
Yeah.
Like, you're going hours without eating and drinking. And then you eat your MRIs and fucking...
We all had some bad ones of those.
Some bad ones, and your stomach gets blocked for 2 weeks. And it's a shame that it's this way.
Yeah, that's such a distance. I just want to reiterate. I'm not saying that they have to make pennies. Okay?
No.
I understand that it's still a job and they've got to do a lot of stuff and whatnot. But the fact is, it shouldn't be such a wide gap.
Nope.
It doesn't exist. But that's how I guess the elite have made it over decades and hundreds of years. I mean, the royals decided stuff for their delegates, but they were all the aristocrats. They were all the rich people.
Yep.
And they're doing the same thing now.
Well,
And really the only choice we got is to mark your X or circle your little circle on a vote card, because before and after that you have no say.
No.
We have literally no say, and people can be on there and say, "Oh, you can write your MLA and you can do this and do that." If in the background they know that they're not doing something or they are going to do something, no amount of letters, I believe, no amount of letters is going to get them to sway which way so therefore you don't have any say.
Our only chance is this year if Polyev gets into office, he stands and puts his word on it that all MLAs get the most chief foreign officer would get a year for pension instead of like $2 million.
You know what? I'm not liberal. I'm not liberal-minded. I do believe in old-fashioned values, religious beliefs and everything. I'm not here to say that someone's right on how they believe, or whatever.
Yeah.
Is if it doesn't affect me in my life, I don't care what anybody does, because it doesn't. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. If God thinks it's fine, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, no matter how much you think of me, or you put panties on your head tonight. It doesn't affect me like that. I can't live. But our society today believes that.
1 second.
What?
Are you wearing panties?
No, not today. Dirty.
I'm not wearing
Dirty
panties.
dog.
Yeah. No, it's true. But the government is the first line that tells us what to do, how to do it,
I know I know we don't want to go back to an old Western fucking, or how they stories of, Westerns were outlawed towns and all that shit. So yes, I believe in a governance so that, people don't make bad choices that affect other people's lives. I understand that. But I guess our government now of the world, you might as well say, they're all the same. You can't get into politics unless you know or you've got money. It's set up that way.
Yeah.
The lowly man, and I know there's going to be I was a carpenter and I joined. Fine. Are you the same person and think the same way as a politician as you were back when you were a carpenter? Probably not. And you've got a big fat wallet and stuff now. But the fact is most of them, even if you are a carpenter, you get in there, or I just use a carpenter. I could, who knows? A manager at a store decides to run for politician. After they get in, the system is set up that they still can't change things because they have to get voted this, and they've got to get ruled on that, and they got to this. So even it could be frustrating, the fact that if there's an idea or a pathway that the government wants to go, it doesn't matter what any of us think. And you can't do anything about it.
Maybe there's something, this is an idea that maybe someone can come up with, is a digital way to vote. The person that gets in, the people vote for what is on the menu.
I think, and they won't do this because, well, everything the government does costs. But the fact is that I think if the government's going to do something with taxpayers' money, it needs a referendum. It needs to be voted.
Yeah.
And we all, whether you hate it or like it, if that's the way we get to have our say, well, if for some reason I don't like something and it goes through, well, I guess Canada spoke.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's taxpayer money.
Yeah.
But being told, no, we're going to do it this way, and we don't care if you don't like it because this is how we... I live here again. I did not get asked if I wanted to be born on this fucking planet.
No.
But yet I've got a country who fucking... I got a country, the politicians who think they fucking own us.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was born on this land. They own you. The fact is, I didn't have there was no other fucking planet for me to choose to go get born on. So why the fuck are they own me? Why do they tell me I can't do this, have to do this? I understand that if you don't have rules, you will have chaos. But the government now does not care about the rules. Some of the rules they break themselves, and it's okay.
Yeah.
There's where it's just...
Well, it's not known.
Well, no, there's a lot. No, come on. How many scandals has the Liberal Party been in now?
Well, quite a few. Yeah. Everyone that's voted in there has scandals.
Right, but in fact, fact of the matter is, it doesn't. As far as laws go, they can decide, no, you're not going to investigate this.
Yeah.
Because they have the ability in the Canadian law to do that.
Yeah.
To me, that's so crooked. That's not how laws should be made.
It's communist.
It is. They make it sound like we're free.
Yeah.
What are you free of? Fuck, next thing you know, they're going to want to charge you to breathe oxygen because
Holy
get
fuck,
money
don't
out
say
of it.
that. I remember the day that they said, oh, they're going to make us pay for water. Look at this.
Yeah.
We got to pay for water.
there you go. And then they still put it under that in the cities, you're paying for water because you've got a water bill.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they're going to be like, well, that money goes to making sure the water's clean and it's this and it's that. If that was the case, then your taxes should be told to you, this much is going to this much is going to this much going to this.
Yeah.
So that, we would know where your money's going, but you don't. This is the tax you have to pay, and the government will decide, well, this is going to go here, and this much so much to there, and this so much to there. You don't even know where they're sending your money, but you have no say. You have to do it. You're born, pay taxes, and then you die. And that the government wants to have every cent you have.
Oh, that's crazy. Even when you're dead, you have to pay taxes.
Yep. Bills when you die. Just, it's a sad, sad state. And we literally, we can't do nothing about it. Unless, as you said, it has a revolution.
Something's got to happen.
But then, you can look around the world, and as far as this is only what we're being told through our televisions or whatever we see on YouTube and stuff for videos. When there's coups or a revolution, it never turns out good. Because we're a victim of our own personalities, I guess. We have a coup, and the next thing you know, it's another person that wants to take over, and they're going to make the decisions.
Yep.
They know what's best for everybody. Instead of starting over and saying,
It's
okay,
got to be voted.
if there's
Everything's got to be voted.
that's right. If there's a decision, and I guarantee you there'd be a lot less stupid money, or our money being spent on stupid things,
Yeah.
if there was votes on it, because it costs a lot to do votes, like to do the whole system. But the fact is that after a while they'd be deciding, okay, this we've got to be smart in what we're trying to do with things. But that'll never happen. Never. They don't want they don't care what you think. They don't care what I think. They don't care what any of you think.
Nope. My belly's in the picture.
Yep.
Oh, that's all that counts.
I'll tell you something though. I think in the United States, I think they got their point across down there.
Yeah.
Whether you like Trump, think he's an idiot, think he's a mouthpiece, he is what they want. Plain and simple. And this election just proved it. Regardless of whether, yes, I'm sure the economy had a lot to do with it. Everything going in the toilet and being told that everything's good and okay. I'm sure that had a lot to do with it. But also I think the people are just starting to realize how much bullshit our government is.
Yeah.
And what we have to put up with because of these people or the people behind the scenes that are making these decisions.
Yeah.
And there's where your revolutions start coming in, and it's.
I think we should run next year.
Who?
Me and you.
Me and you?
Yeah, together.
I don't, honestly, Jill, I don't know if I want to spend my time doing that. I do what I want now. I won't. If you're doing anything in politics,
if you change,
but you still have lots of things that you got to run around and do, and people and hear this,
That's why it's me and you. It's half the trouble. Good idea, eh?
Now you know he's baked.
shut her down for now. Go
Yeah,
inside.
go inside, warm up where the fire's in there, and maybe we'll play some crib.
I think that's in order.
All right.
Good night, guys.
Till next time.